I'm going to show you how I make the big containers that we put along our poles out front. This is a 30-inch container, and I'm going to plant that with, these are hanging baskets. And really I've got 3 hanging baskets. These are combos. I think they're Confetti Combos is the brand, but what they do is they pick out colors that usually, well, this one complement each other. They're both purples. Sometimes they're contrasting ones. You'll see we have some that have, you know, red and yellow and orange. But they pick varieties of things that grow at about the same speed and get to about the same size, so you don't have them, you know, one thing choking out the other thing. So, and then they put 3 of those plants in one little plug, and then we put 2 of those in here. So there's actually 6 plants in each one of those baskets. Well, 3 hanging baskets I think would run about $45. Well, if you bought the 9, 10, 4.5-inch smaller pots you'd need to fill out this basket, it's going to be that much or more. So, you know, you're really not spending any more doing it this way. You just instantly have something as soon as you're done, especially if you did this in like 2-3 weeks when it's safe to have everything out. These plants are going to be big and really full of color. But what I did was I took some empty baskets, and if I don't have them, I'll just pop them out of the basket first and take them out of the basket to get the pot ready. But I just sunk these in here and packed my soil around them. So now I have the right exact size hole, and the soil's already packed around it, so I don't have to try to reach up under, especially when these guys get bigger. It's hard to plant them in there like that. And we just squeeze the pot a little bit. It should let go. Nice healthy root system already. And if I do this correctly, it just fits right into that socket, and I don't have to do anything else. I'll do the same thing again. I just put my hand kind of in the middle, so I'm supporting all the plants. And it pops out of there, and it goes in. And so you can see, you know, it probably only takes me a couple of minutes, and we've got this 30-inch pot planted. Maybe your pot isn't quite this big, so we get a little farther in the season. We do these same combos in an 8-inch. You could do 3 of those, and I've actually done 3 of those in this big pot, and they fill it out and look really nice. These guys would mound out, and we get some hanging down, but I like to have a little bit more draping. So I've got dichondra. It's called Silver Falls. The hotter it gets, the more shiny and iridescent silver this leaf gets, so it's really cool. It doesn't vine up though, it's just going to pour over, thus its name, a silver fall. And so I'm just going to put 3 of those in here real quick, and the rest of these plants will completely grow over. You probably won't see even where I planted the dichondra anymore. It'll just be coming out down over the sides. Thank you. You bet. But really, with a very minimal amount of effort here, we've just made a nice big container. And I will take this. There's one out there from the earlier show already just like it. But I'll take this out and have it for one of our big display pots out front. It gets regular feed with the Stutzmans fertilizer. The other thing I like to do with all of my containers when I'm planting them, though, we have a slow release. It's a 13-13-13. Has a lot of the irons, coppers, magnesium, the other micros in there. And I like to incorporate a little bit of that into the soil, kind of based on the size of your pot. This pot was probably a cup I stirred in there. But that just gives you a nice fertilizer base. So if we have a lot of rain, you'll still have some fertilizer in there. You still need to feed it with some other stuff. It's not a quick releasing thing, but it keeps that level there and keeps them looking really nice and from yellowing out if we do have wet weather for whatever reason. So that's what I got in flowers. So very quickly we made a great big pot.
Click the subscribe button and you'll be in the know with videos about gardening, decorating, and even more. For updates on everything happening at Stutzmans and a few giggles, like us on Facebook.